I'm Kelly Epperson with WPAQ 740 AM, and I'm sitting here with Marie Wood, who is running for the South Ward City Commissioner seat in the upcoming Mount Airy municipal election. This interview is brought to you by Mount Airy Downtown Inc., MAD. MAD Inc. is a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to foster and stimulate economic growth and development within the city of Mount Airy's historic downtown area through a variety of strategies and activities. MAD Inc. is an award-winning North Carolina Main Street organization committed to historic preservation-based community revitalization. The MAD Inc. Board of Directors represents downtown property owners, business owners, residents, and civic leaders. The following questions will address downtown development issues that will affect the growth of the district in the coming years. Each of the 9 candidates for City Council has been invited to participate and will have an equal amount of time to answer the questions. The purpose of these interviews is to educate downtown stakeholders on the upcoming election and to encourage the citizens of Mount Airy to vote in the city municipal primary on October 8th, as well as the city municipal election on November 5th. More information on the upcoming election can be found through the Surry County Board of Elections. Question 1. The Spencer's Economic Development Project obviously looms large, and there have been many criticisms about how the city handled this complex project. As a potential future city commissioner, you will need to decide how best to move forward. The city owns the property and the buildings that will be left after the selective demolition of unsound structures occurs this fall. A two-part question. What specific steps do you think the city should now take to maximize the public benefit from this property? And how do you see those action steps affecting the downtown district?
Well, I wanted to thank the Mount Airy Downtown Inc. and WPAQ for the opportunity to speak this morning. We have to develop a vision for our city and a plan to make it happen. If all goes well, the unstable building in the Spencer's area will be demolished by the end of the year. It is time to pause, hit the reset button. Spencer's is the single most important economic development project this county has seen in many years, and certainly the biggest project Mount Airy has ever undertaken. Yes, mistakes have been made, and the process is broken. I believe there is a path forward, but it must involve citizen input, a shared vision, and a plan that involves a detailed budget. It is the responsibility of our city commissioners to keep our citizens informed every step of the way, being fiscally responsible and financially disciplined, working together to achieve our goals.
Question 2. Among the money spent on the Spencer's project, about $740,000 wasn't spent on the actual Spencer's property. $750,000 paid for much-needed repairs and replacements of decades-old sewers, water lines, and storm-water drainage under and around Willow and Oak Street. Essential infrastructure improvements needed to support existing properties, whether the city bought Spencer's or not. The water lines and sewers in downtown Mount Airy are some of the oldest in the city, with many areas dating back to 1905, and they are failing. A two-part question. Will you put repair, replacement, and rehabilitation of the downtown sewer and water systems at the top of your priorities for capital improvements? And if so, how should the city pay for it?
The area between Lebanon Street, Chase Charlie's, and the two rivers are vital to the stability of our city. The water and sewer lines there are over a century old. These water and sewer lines need to be dealt with, And as city commissioners, it is our responsibility to maintain those lines so that citizens can receive the services they are paying for. You know, when the water stops flowing and the commodes stop flushing, private investment will stop as well. Over the next several months, the City Council will go through a capital improvement process that will determine the priority for the city's much-needed capital improvements. As part of the capital improvement planning, the city staff will present options on how we can fund these much-needed capital improvements. I will not be in favor of raising taxes. Let me assure you, I am not in favor of raising taxes. We can fund these services with responsible stewardship of the budget.
Question 3. In 2013, Mount Airy joined the North Carolina Main Street Program, and Mount Airy Downtown Inc. was formed to manage the Main Street four-point approach to downtown revitalization: organization, economic vitality, design, and promotion. In the last 6 years, we have seen significant growth downtown, with 57 facades redone, 27 building rehabilitations, 15 public improvement projects, 68 net gain full-time jobs, 45 net gain part-time jobs, 27 net gain businesses, 14 business expansions, 23 housing units created, and over $3.2 million in public investment, with $15.6 million in private investment downtown. MAD's work and goals are based on downtown economic development strategies that encourage historic preservation-based downtown revitalization. Two-part question. As a city commissioner, what would be your top priorities and goals for downtown over the next 4 years? How will those priorities support continued growth in the downtown district, which accounts for the largest concentration of property value in Mount Airy?
Let me say, we have a beautiful downtown. As my oldest grandson says, when he likes something, it is mega. So our downtown is mega. The downtown is the heart of our city, and the businesses there are what move us forward into a brighter future together. Other cities would love to have as good of a downtown as ours. Obviously, joining the North Carolina Main Street Program was a wise move. Over the last 6 years, much has been accomplished. We have gained new businesses, have improved our appearance, and it has helped create jobs. All that is mega. All this was accomplished by $15.6 million of private investment. Let me repeat, $15.6 million of private investment versus $3.2 million of public investment. That is a 5-to-1 ratio. Amazing results. We need to continue focusing on recruiting private investments and letting Mount Airy Downtown Inc. determine the needs of our downtown.
Question 4. The following list of initiatives has been drawn from downtown needs and priorities identified by MAD, the North Carolina Main Street Center, and several studies that have been undertaken in recent years with tons of data, lots of maps, and many pages of citizen input. Examples: Vision Mount Airy Land Use Plan, 2004 West Side Development Master Plan, 2008 study on Spencer's Mill Complex, 2015 study on Hotel Convention Center feasibility, 2015 Mount Airy Comprehensive Plan, and the Mount Airy TDA study, Strategic Direction 2020. Please simply react to each item on the list with either a thumbs up, meaning yes, I support this initiative, question mark, meaning I might support this initiative if provided more information or on a modified basis, or thumbs down, meaning no, I do not support this initiative. And please speak your responses for the radio audience. Take stock of city property and other assets that potentially could be monetized, sold, or leased.
Question mark.
Identify infrastructure improvement needs and implement a plan to update aging and failing infrastructure.
Definitely a thumbs up.
Work with the Tourism Development Authority and other community partners to support a wayfinding plan providing updated signage for vehicular and pedestrian traffic.
Thumbs up.
Undertake a more detailed market analysis to better understand our retail trade area and identify growth opportunities that could be targeted.
Thumbs up.
Develop a better, more comprehensive parking plan to address the chronic shortage of downtown parking.
Thumbs up.
Work with the community college and the public schools to promote and provide vocational and trade education and training.
Definitely a thumbs up.
Provide greater support for a permanent farmers market.
Thumbs up.
Update streetscapes, including burying overhead power lines.
Question mark.
Develop public spaces, including pocket parks and a town commons.
Question mark.
Continue greenway connections or expansions through the downtown area.
Thumbs up.
Continue to support festivals and other events sponsored by nonprofit civic organizations.
Thumbs up.
In closing, please briefly elaborate on any of those topics and provide a closing comment.
These are all good projects. If we accomplish all of them, it would be great. However, we have to determine what our needs are, what our wants are, and our wishes. We have to establish priorities because we have limited funds. But fiscally responsibility and financial discipline is the key to the success of our city. I have over 40 years of accounting and business experience. I want to move the city forward with positive leadership, working together with you to achieve our goals. I need your vote on October the 8th. Please vote. It is a freedom we should never take for granted. May God bless you and our city. Thank you.